Now, in our previous example, we looked at creating a flowchart with a really simple decision block. We simply said if x is greater than 5, and we printed something out that way. We didn't do anything if it wasn't true. But what happens if we have a case where we want both something to happen if something is true and if something is false? Well, let's see how we're going to do it by modifying our previous example here. So here we go. We have x is greater than 5. We're printing out x is a large number. But what about the other case? Well, I'm going to just temporarily come in here, select my no line and delete it. And I'm going to move in down just a little bit. And I'm going to delete my line coming out of my print x is a large number. Now what I want to do is print x is a small number if I have a case where x is less than 5. So I'm going to come over here, choose my data IO, get a little spot like that. Let's say we're going to do a print statement like this, and we're going to then give what we're printing out. X is a small number. Now, obviously, the line coming from x is a small number, that's going to be easy. That goes straight to my terminal there. And x is greater than 5. I'm going to connect that to my box of printing out that x is a small number. This is very, very obvious. But what do we do about if we say that x is a large number and then we still need to terminate? Well, I'm going to come down to that box. I'm going to select the drag line shape, and then I'm going to come across like this. Notice I connect it after my shape where I print x is a small number. That's because where I'm pulling together my two flow lines, I don't want to print that x is a large number and x is a small number. That does me no good. I need to make sure that when I connect them, it's after where the appropriate place should be. And so this is a perfect example of that. So I do something if I have a no value, and then I reconnect after I'm done with that step. Now, how many steps might that be? Well, I could have maybe a dozen or even 100 different blocks. It doesn't matter. I always connect where it needs to be connected to. So always keep that in mind. Never join something until all the steps for the no block are completed. Likewise, if our yes series of blocks have more than one step, we want to get through all of them before we reconnect it. So this just helps us see very visually the flow of our program and what it's supposed to do. Hopefully you liked this really simple example and it gave you some insights. If so, please give it a like and keep watching for our next video on more and more complicated decision blocks.